hill over.
Last year we walked around.
Just walk around.
And you can get around that side, right? Exactly. Yeah, that's very old.
We just come around. Just come across the back of the bench.
Yeah. Last year I just asked the guy to let me in. He's like, yeah, sure, why not? Just walk around.
Check on sound. All right. Welcome to game 2 of this tournament. Jackets fell 4-2 to start the first game. Hoping for a better result here. We should be getting started shortly. Okay, well, team's heading over to the bench, getting some final instruction, I guess. Refs are making sure the nets are on this time. Hopefully that goes better than last game where the nets came off constantly. So keep an eye on that. Okay. As we get started today, we're going to send out our first line out tonight. It's going to be Dars, LaRoche, Sullivan with Meyer and Dowse on defense, and Shorman's going to be in goal. So off the face-off, Admirals control. They take it back behind their net. They're going to send it up on the near boards, try to get it up and out. Puck gets out. Dowse has got it here, pinched against the board. Admirals come away with it. Jackets are still fighting, though. Jackets are going to take it down. Sullivan's got it going through the middle. She tries to split the defenders, but Admirals come away with it. LaRoche now has it. Now Dar's trying to keep it in. Dar keeps that in, cuts towards the middle, sends it up to Sullivan. Sullivan, quick shot. Oh, just missed. LaRoche is going to send that back now to the far side. Vogelsang's going to pinch down, try to keep that in. She pinches down. Admirals are going to come away with it, though. They're going to break out, come down to the ice. They come down through the middle. We got 2 on them. Good back check right there. Dar's now there, going to pinch it back behind the net. Admirals come away with it. Admirals are now going to cycle back behind the Jackets net. Svensson's going to go around, pick it up on the far boards. She's going to look for a centering pass to Thomas, but that's broken up by the Admirals. Admirals are now going to come in on that far side, or near side, and that's going to go off of Shorman. She gets her first touch on that puck. Puck is now going to trickle down into the defensive zone for the Admirals. They control. Admirals go D to D with it. Now they send it up here to the left wing. Now they're going to go cross ice over to the right side. They chip that ahead. The Jackets are going to come in. The Korchak's going to hit that in the middle. Spence is going to come away with it. She's going to dump that in deep, and the Jackets are going to go for a change. Flaherty's going to put some pressure, though, on in this near corner. Flaherty's got nice pressure down there. Admirals have it. They're going to try to send it up the boards. Mullet drops in deep. They do pinch that out. Gutshaw breaks that up. Olsgaard's going to race back, though, pick that up. Olsgaard's going to pick it up. She's going to take it behind the net. She gets dispossessed by the Admirals. Admirals now get it towards the middle. Comes across to its near side. Admirals send it up to D. They take a shot from deep. That goes wide. Gutshaw picks that up. She chips it up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard's going to take it. She's got it down on our far side. Puck's just kind of in the neutral. There we go. Olsgaard dumps that in deep. Kohlhaas is going to put pressure. Try to keep that in. Pinned down there. Admirals still have it. They're going to come up. McInhill's trying to break that up and not looking to escape, but they do get away out on the far side. Now they're going to come near side. Puck is loose. Giles have it. They're coming in. They're going to take a shot. It goes wide. But going to go to that far boards. Admirals are going to pick it up, go up to the D. Now they're going to the D of the Admirals and dumps that back in deep. Gauss picks that up. She skates with it for a bit. She looks at her options. She's going to cut to the middle. She's going to now send that up to the far side. Admirals, though, control. Ori with the port pressure coming down. But Admirals are going to control and bring that out down that far side. They cut in through the middle. Vogelsang's going to hit that towards the corner. Admirals have it up high, and they come down to the slot. They take a shot. That's broken up by Douse. Douse sends it up, but it's held in by the D. They send it to deep end. Now Vogelsang blocks that shot. Vogelsang's going to send that up. They send it up the line to keep it in. She's going to try again. She's going to hit. Couldn't connect to Clark on that far side pass. The Admirals are going to regroup into their own zone and control. They're going to now try to skate that out. Sullivan almost dispossessed there. Mullet's got it. She sends that into the neutral zone. Dar has it. She's going to send it up to Sullivan. Sullivan takes it into the zone. She tips it in deep. Jackets have that now pinched down to that far corner, trying to see what can do. They get it up. Mullet's going to try to pinch down, hold it in. Dar backfills on her. She sends it in again to Sullivan. Sullivan tried to send starting pass, picked up by the Admirals. Admirals are going to skate out. They're coming down with a 3-on-2. Come down this left side, trying to get past Mullet. They cut to the middle. Shorman and Gutshaw work together to hold that down. And Shorman makes a great save on that cut to the middle. So we got a defensive zone face-off with 11 minutes to go in this first period. We're going to send out Thomas, Svensson, Flaherty. Looks like we're going to have Douse and Meyer back down on defense. Puck is down. Admirals win that draw. They send it in deep. Flaherty cuts it off. She's going to try to skate it up and out. She gets it out. Svensson's there. She's going to take it. She's got a breakaway. Tried to get that go, and that's in. Bird with the extra effort, or maybe it was Flaherty that actually with that extra effort to put that in. Bird carried it in, got a good shot in. So Jackets are now up 1-0. Great start. Good to get a goal early. All right. After that, we're going to send that same group out, see if they can do it again. Off the face-off, Admirals have it. They go D to D. Now they're going to try to set clearing pass or cross-ice pass. The D just dumps it in from the Admirals. They're going to send it in deep. Meyer's going to try to go back and get it. Looks like Svensson tried to clear it out, but not quite out. Meyer's now just going to send that in deep. That's going to be an icing. No, Jack's going to use that chance to get a change in. Jackets are sending out Vogelsang, Korchak, Olsgaard. Ori's got another forecheck. Now the Admirals are going for a long stretch pass. Luckily they were not able to connect, so that was tipped, and that's going to be no icing. Gutshaw's got it. She's going to go, and she's going to send it over to Ori. Ori's now going to send that back cross ice to Dar. Dar's going to pick it up. She's going to try to chip it up to Clark. Couldn't get it, but picks up her own rebound. So Dar's going to skate that forward. She's going to send it to the red line, dump it in deep so the whole group can change. Sullivan's coming in off the bench, trying to put pressure. The Admirals are going to carry it up. They're going to get it to our far side. They chip it past. They do get it into the zone, but Meyer just sends it right back out into the neutral zone. Sullivan pushed that forward. LaRoche tried to get that into it. Flaherty tried to come in, cut, so now we got Sullivan. Puck is here, like Bruce, right to the board, near side boards. Admirals have it. Admirals are going to go mid-ice. Admirals are going to come down this left side with it. Douse is going to go put pressure. They get the puck for loose, but Admirals still have it. They go high side D. Pass in. It goes back behind the goal. Admirals still control deep in the corner. They're going to take another hard-angled shot. But Flaherty has it. She's going to send it up to LaRoche. LaRoche now sends it. Jacks are going to get at least some of these girls changed. While the Admirals now come back in the left side here with speed. They're going to come down in. Douse with a big hit. She's going to go to the box for that one. They're going to call her for a cross check. So Jackets are going to go on a penalty kill. All right, for this first PK attempt for this game, we got 7 left, and Sullivan's on there. Jackets are up 1-0. Jackets going to send out Gutschall and Lakorchek along with Svensson and McInhill. So Admirals control off the face-off. Their high side lefty has it. She's now going to cut to the middle, drop down in, takes a shot. Shorman with the save. Puck is still loose though. Puck's now back behind the net. Mary has that all pinned up. So great job by Shorman to keep track of that. Jackets are going to switch out the forwards. We're going to put out Flaherty and Ori, keep the same 2D out. Off that face-off. Face-off comes here to the far side. Lakorchek tried to get to it. She couldn't quite, but they're going to send it up. Admirals have it. They're on the far side half wall. They're send it up to the point. Back to that far side wall. Back up to the point. Big shot. Shorman somehow tracked that and saved that. I'm not sure how. Admirals still have it though. They're going to go back up to that point person on the top here. She's going to cycle to the middle. She's going to go now far side. Another shot up high and wide. Flaherty's going to try to get there. Back to the centering pass. Ori broke that up. Now they're pushing it, but they're not able to still clear it. Now Admirals take it out, so I have to clear the zone and regroup with 36 seconds left on the penalty. Now they're going to come back in on this left side. They have a big shot. Great save by Shorman. Admirals pick it up high. She's a drop pass over to the point. She's going to send it down deep on that far side. Comes to the top of the circle, back up to the point. They're going to now come to this near side. She's just kind of holding the top. She's going to send it down to this left side. Now back up to the top. Tried to fake the pass, sent it down to the left side again. Good play by Shorman holding that far side post, or that near side post, but Admiral still control. Penalty is over. That is broken up by Lakorchek. She can't quite get it out though. Admiral still have it. They're trying to cut to the middle. Gutschall now hits that over to the far side, and that's going to be picked up by Flaherty. Flaherty's going to try to take it around the boards. She does. She's going to get it around the boards up to Ori. Ori's going to now chip that up and out of the zone. Darza with the pressure. Hopefully the Jackets can try to get a change, but that is not an icing, so Gutschall gets to it. She's going to now try to get it up and out. Gutschall has it. She's going to come around, tries to go around the net. She's looking for options. She sends it over to LaRoche. LaRoche. Dar now picks it up, sends it far side. Admirals just the Jackets cannot get it out for any sustained period, so Gutschall's going to send it back up to LaRoche. LaRoche is now going to try again. She's got it. She's going to send it up over to Sullivan. Sullivan with a nice little chip move pass. She's going to now chase after it. That's going to get that defensive pair off. They had a long shift out there after that penalty kill, so Jackets can regroup. Admirals have it back behind their net. Admirals are going to take it up on that far side. They're going to now send it up. Douse with a nice poke, stick poke, but the Admirals pick up the loose puck, and they're going to bring it in. Douse has it again. She's just going to chip that up and out of the zone, relieve that pressure. Admirals are going to try to come back in again down that left side. They're going to send it in deep, and they're going to change themselves. Meyer's going to pick it up. She's going to bring it around. She's just going to she's going to take her space, and she's going to get it up and out of the zone. Kohlhaas and Olsgaard are right there. They're going to send it. They're going to send it in deep. They're calling no icing, so Olsgaard's going to go in, put pressure on that forecheck. Admirals have it behind their net. Olsgaard with some good pressure, along with Kohlhaas. They're going to try to keep that in there. Jackets get their defenseman switched out. Fogelsing's going to pinch down in deep on that. Flaherty is covering back for her as the Admirals break out down through the neutral zone through the center. Now they're going to go far side right. Olsgaard, nice job dispossessing her. She's going to push that forward. She's got a step on her. She's got to lift that stick. She's got a centering pass to Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas hit it. Puck is still loose. And we did not ever have a whistle that was blown, but the play did get blown dead. And it looks like the Admirals are going to pick up a penalty on that. So we've got 3:31 left. Jackets are going to go on a power play with 3:30 left. Jackets are up 1-0. We're going to send out, looks like we're sending out, okay, looks like we're going to send out McInhill, Sullivan, Dar, Svensson, and Douse. Puck is down. Admirals win that, but actually Jackets come away with it up here to Dar at the point. Dar controls. She's going to take a quick shot in. Tried for a deflection, couldn't get there, but Svensson's going to recover it. She's going to try to drop it to McInhill, intercepted by the Admirals. Admirals are going to put that up and out. Dar is there. She breaks that up. So does Sullivan. Sullivan's going to now carry. McInhill's now going to carry that in. Douse now has it on her stick. She's looking for her space. She drop passes it over to Dar. Dar just tries to chip it in deeper to Sullivan. That was broken up by the Admirals, but Sullivan recovers. Admirals have it again. Admirals are coming through the middle. Now they're going to dump it in at the red line for no icing, so they're going to kill some time on that. Douse recovers behind her net. She drop passes back over to Dar. Dar's going to send it up to Svensson. Svensson's got it here near side. She's going to chip it in, head down that right side, put on pressure. So Admirals have it. They're going back behind their own net. They did a nice little drop pass, and they're going to come up to this near side. They're going to skate this out their own zone. It looks like they're coming down. That is a short-handed goal for the Admirals. Their girl picked it up and took it coast to coast. So with 2:30 left in the first period, scores tied. About 30 seconds left in this penalty. We're going to send out Flaherty, Clark, and Ori with Vogelsang and Meyer. Adams come away with that face-off. Flaherty now has it, though. She sends it up towards Clark. Admirals now recover back in their own zone. They try to get it out. Avery taps that in. Flaherty holding on to it. She ends it up into the zone. That is offsides. Jackets have it again. They have Kohlhaas, McInhill, and Olsgaard out. Kohlhaas with it. She's going to send it over to Olsgaard. Can't quite connect on that pass, though. Olsgaard's going to try to send it over to Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas took a centering pass, but there was no there. Puck is still loose back in front. Admirals just got down to the neutral zone. Vogelsang's going to go back and pick that up. She's got pressure on her, though, so she jumps it up high up to Kohlhaas. Good outlet pass that was. Kohlhaas gets that in. Now McInhill's got it. Admirals have it now. Admirals taken back behind their net. They're going to go up on that far side, trying to break out. They pick it up in the neutral zone. Vogelsang's going to now they'll have it in the defensive zone. She's going to send it over to Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas is just going to chip that forward. But Admirals still have it. And now they're going to try to leak it a girl in far side, or near side here. Vogelsang sends that back up to Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas now is over to Dar. Dar's going to skate that up. She can't hit Sullivan, though. Now Kohlhaas is trying to get that up to Sullivan. Admirals have it on that far side. They're going to try their own centering pass that's broken up. LaRoche has it. Now it's back to Gutshaw. Gutshaw's now going to set it up. That chips up and in. On that foot race, looks like Capri was able to get it, just kind of put towards the net. Keep that pressure on with a minute to go in this first period. All right, for this last minute, Jack's going to have out Dar, LaRoche, Sullivan, Mullet, and Gutshaw. All right, off that face-off. Admirals win it back to themselves. They pick it up behind their own net. They're going to go, they try to go D to D. Looks like it got broken up. Jackets are trying to pinch down deep on that board to keep that in. Sullivan's going to come away with it from the pile in that corner, but Admirals now have it again. They're going to try to set it up out. Mullet ship it forward. Admirals have it on their far side, and they're going to try to loop back behind their net. And they're going to try to set it up high. Gutshaw's there. She pinches in, keeps that, dumps that back in deep to Dar. Admirals pick it up again. They're going to go around their net. They're going to try to cut it up to that middle. They do. They get it up and out. Gutshaw's there. She breaks that up. She sends that up to LaRoche and Dar. They connect. Dar's going to carry that forward. She's going to take it in. She's going to try to go around her girl. She does. Centering pass. Oh, great centering pass that Svensson couldn't quite get in. Puck is still loose, though, behind the net. Admirals are going to try to pick that up. And that is the end of that first period. Game's tied 1-1. All right. Out of that first period, we're going to start the start of the second period. We're going to see if the Jackets can recover, get some more goals. So to start this off, I think we're sending out Flaherty, Svensson, and Ori along with Douse and Meyer. So puck is down. Admirals came out with it, but actually the Jackets take that off her stick, and Svensson picks that up. Svensson's going to carry the puck in. She's come down that left side. She's going to now come send that forward, almost with a rebound there. Puck is still loose. Admirals are going to come out with it, though. They're going to try to come down this near side, going to the right. They're going to hold it up and try to get it forward. Looks like Douse just sent that out. Now she went into the board, so she's up, though. Admirals have it. They're going to go D to D. They missed on that pass, so Jackets' pressure did get to him a little bit, I think, but puck is still in. Ori's there. She's going to send that in deep. Berg was trying to provide pressure. Admirals now have it on this near side. They're sending it up. They went deep stretch pass. And then Mary with a great save. And then Kohlhaus sent that up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard's got speed and space. She's going to take it. She's coming down the left side. Shot just went right left. So Jackets have it. They're going to send it back behind the goal, but Admirals are going to come out with it. Olsgaard with the pressure. Admirals have it on that far side. They're going to bring it up. They bring it up and out of the zone. They're going to try to just dump it in deep. That goes in on Mary. Sherman does not have it. Mary has it, and that is a whistle. She did not realize that had trickled out, so that was great recognition that she saw that and picked that back up. All right. Jackets are going to have out McInhill, Kohlhaus, Olsgaard, Dvorak, and Vogelsang. Admirals controlled off the face-off. They send that in. That was gloved by Shorman. So we'll have another one. Looks like Jackets are going to change out everybody. So They'll be sending out Dar, Thomas, Clark, Mullet, and Gutshaw for this defensive zone face-off with 13:30 left in the second period. Again, Admirals win off that face-off. They bring it up to their D. Their D sends it in deep. Jackets go back behind it. Gutshaw sends it over to the far side, over to Clark. Clark's going to pick it up on the boards. She's going to try to carry it up and out. She does get it up and out. Admirals now have it. Puck is just loose in the middle here a little bit. Admirals control it. They're going to take it back into their own zone. They're going to go to their far side D. Now they're going to try to put it up to the middle. They're going to carry it. They're going to bring it in that far side. And big shot down in there behind the net. Gutshaw picks that up. She sends it up towards Thomas. Doesn't quite get there though, so puck's back now behind the net. Dar's back in there putting on pressure. The Admirals send it up to the D. They lose it in her skates though. She keeps it in and sends that in deep. Admirals now try to go to the wing, but they cannot. That gets broken up by Thomas. Now Gutshaw has it. She's going to send it over to Mullet. Mullet's going to come up. She's going to send that up towards Thomas. Cam's trying to get it up and out. Dar's backing her up. Puck is still in the zone. Gutshaw has it again. She now sends that up middle to Dar. That can't connect. That is kept in by the Admirals. Clark has it. Far side boards. Admirals with the centering pass. That is broken up. Admirals now on this near side D. They try to send a shot. Also broken up. Gutshaw kicks it. She just skates it up. She now sends that up to Thomas. And they're going to go off for a change. Admirals are looking, I think, for the long stretch pass, but they cannot control that puck. So the puck is still in their zone. Flaherty has it. She tries to send it in deep. Can't get past her girl. Admiral sending it up high. Dowse has got it. She's going to send that in deep, but it's broken up by the Admirals. Admirals are now going to send that up again. That sneaks through everybody. Admirals are going to get to it first. She takes a quick shot. There's a great save by Shorman. Meyer's going to pick it up. She's not going to skate that up and out. She's going to go with speed. She loses the puck, though. Admirals are going to bring it into the zone. They're going to dump it in deep. Dowse is going to go back behind the net. Myers actually grabs that. She sends it far side. Admirals get to it first, though. So they tried another centering pass. That's going to come all the way up to their D. She loses control. Sullivan couldn't capitalize. Shorman with a good arm, punch away on that shot. Admirals still control. Jackets are trying to get it up and out. Sullivan just chips that ahead. Now she's going to try to beat the girl, but she can't get to it quite first. She's just now going to pressure and harass and see if she can disrupt things. But Admirals are going to come out with it. They're going to come up that side. They're going to just chip that right in deep. Vogelsing's going to go back. She picks it up. She sends it up the boards. Puck's out on the boards. Svensson now hits that into our own corner. Backenhills tries to get that up to Orr. He can't connect, but the puck does come out to the neutral zone. Admirals hold. Admirals send that in. Vogelsang over to Svensson. Svensson's going to quickly trip over to Ori on the far side. Ori's going to bring that in down that far right side. She's centering pass over to Svensson. Svensson just could not get turned in the right way to shoot. Now Admirals are going to go around to that far side. Vogelsang's going to pick it up. She takes it down deep. She carries it into the far corner, but loses the puck. Looks like we got a penalty coming to somebody. And Vogelsang is going to the box with a slash. So 10 minutes to go in the second period. Jackets tied up 1-1. Jackets are going to go on the penalty kill slashing. So Jackets are going to send out Gutshaw, Dowse, and Flaherty and Ori for the penalty kill here. Off the face-off, Admirals wins, comes up to the D, up to the top. She sends it in deep. They tried for a little chip pass, but could not connect. Admirals still have it. They're on the far side corner, broken up by Dowse. So Admirals still control behind the net. They're going to come near side wing, top of the circle. She takes a shot. That's broken up. Puck is now in the far corner. Admirals control. Admirals go up high to the top of the point. They have it. They're gonna cycle down to that far side. She's now going to try her own clear side shot. Off the face mask and in, I think. Jackets are now down 2-1. After that, Jackets are going to send out Dar, Sullivan, and LaRoche along with Vogelsang and Logorkochek. Vogelsang tried to send that up, but she could not connect. Admirals are going to come in down low. They're going to go with the centering pass that's broken up. Admirals still control off the point, though. They're going to hold it in deep. Now Logorkochek's got it. She's going to try to get it up. Dar's got it. She's going to chip it ahead. She can't get there. Vogelsang picks it up. She's going to skate that out. Vogelsang chips that ahead. She's trying to centering pass to Sullivan, but they can't connect on that centering pass. Admirals are going to come. They're going to go they're trying to spread the Jackets out, but they're going to actually just go skate that down the middle. Vogelsang now has it. She's just going to throw it, and they put it in out of play off of one of the Admiral players. So. All right. 9 minutes to go. Jackets are going to send out McInhill, Colehouse, and Olsgaard along with Dallas and Meyer. Off the face-off, Admirals win. Send it up to their D to D. They try to send her that down into the corner, but Dallas steps up, picks it up, sends it to the neutral zone, but Admirals have it still. Admirals are going to skate that back in. They cut towards the middle. They just kind of chip that ahead. Admirals have it back behind the net. They're going to come near side with it. They try to centering pass. That's broken up by Meyer. And then looks like Olsgaard's going to come out of the zone with it. She's going to send that in deep, but Admirals pick that up. So Admirals are now going to send that back into the neutral zone. Meyer's going to grab it. She's got it. She's looking at her options. She's going to send that up the boards to Olsgaard. Olsgaard can't quite get that around. Puck is still pinned on these boards, and it's going to come loose back behind the Jackets. They're going to the corner, but Olsgaard's now got it. She's trying to get that out. Flaherty's going to come up with it. Flaherty's going to skate that out. She's going to try to use her speed. She got taken off the puck. Jackets get their change, but the Admirals are going to come up with it. Admirals cut it through. Admirals still have it. They're down deep in that far corner. They're trying to just control that here. They're going to go near side now with it. She takes a big shot. Inside post, all to the far side. That is a wicked shot. That went inside on the inside of Mary's head to the far post. So that is a very difficult shot to defend. So Jackets are now down 3-1. Jackets send out Dar and Sullivan and Svensson with Mullet and Gutschall. Dar's going to carry that off the face-off. She tries to go between the legs but can't. Admirals are now going to try to bring that out. They're going to go far side wing down that left side. They bring it into the zone. They're going to leave it for their D. Svensson dispossesses those. She's going to send that in deep. Svensson's going to get there. She tries the centering pass, but that's broken up. Sullivan's now there. Sullivan controls. She sends that down to Svensson. Svensson with a high shot. Logorkochek with a shot. That comes off. Now Dar. Oh, somehow they are able to. That goalie's made a great couple saves right there. All right, Jackets are going to leave Sullivan, Dar, and Svensson out, and they're going to go with Vogelsang and Logorkochek out there now on D. So puck's down. Admirals come away with it. Puck is still loose there in that far corner. Dar now has it. She sends it over to Svensson. Sullivan has it. Sullivan shoots and scores. Great job getting one back there by the Jackets. Great feeding pass. Sullivan took that to the middle and I think went 5-hole on her. So great job. Jackets are now got back to 3-2. So still down 1 with 6:55 to go in the second period. Jackets are going to send out McInhill, LaRoche, and Colehouse. Same D pairs out there, but Admirals come away with that face-off again. Admirals are going to go far side down that left wing. She's going to dump it in deep. Backenhill's trying to get to it. Admirals come away with it. Admirals with the centering pass up to the slot. They had no one there, but they weren't able to handle that pass, so LaRoche was able to pop that out and get that out. Yeah, so Rebel body's on the floor. Coalhouse is going to come away with it. She's now going to come near side and just dump that in for no icing, and she's going to try to get some, looks like we're going to try to double change real quick. Admirals are trying to get it up and out. Vogelsang's able to keep that in. Now Flaherty helps keep that in too. She now gets that passed. Coalhouse has it. She just kind of chips that ahead. And, ref blew the whistle, but Coalhouse had just knocked it out of that possession. So unfortunate, but we're going to have an offensive zone face-off for the Jackets. We're going to send out Flaherty, Ori, and Olsgaard along with Meyer and Douse. Puck is down. Admirals come away with it again. Admirals now have it in their near corner. They're going to send it over to the other side. Now they're going to try it. Jackets are good pressure to try to keep this in. Ori just dispossessed, but Admirals now have it again. Admirals take it back behind their net. Olsgaard's there. She comes with it. Great centering pass. And that... How did that not go in? Oh. Ori had a wide open net, and I think the goalie just dove back just in time. That's unfortunate. That was great pressure by Olsgaard, Ori, and Flaherty to just break all that up and then get that centering pass there. So Jackets are going to keep them out, try to keep that good energy going. Off the face-off. Actually came away with that one. So Meyer tried to go across over to Douse, but that was broken up. But Ori keeps it in the zone. She sends it in deep. Olsgaard's going to try to go back out, but Olsgaard and Ari are back there. Meyer's going to pinch down in. She's now down low. She's going to try a centering pass. Can't get through. No. Oh, it's coming to Dar, though. And that pops up, but does not go out of play. So puck is still there. Admirals push that out. Now they're going to come through the neutral zone with some speed. Douse tried to break that up. Meyer goes back, though. It's going to go here to the far side. Meyer sends that up. Couldn't quite get it out, though. That puck does exit the zone, so... Now we got Douse with it again. She's carrying it. She's going to send it up. She's going to try to get that to Olsgaard, but that was broken up. Admiral's going to bring that in again. Dar's going to pick that up. She's going to turn. She's going to try to chip that ahead. Now she's just going to chase it herself. Try to get there first. And somehow we do get to it. And so Dar's got to pinch back behind the net. Admirals are going to come away with it here. They're going to try to come up this weak side. Admirals are able to chip it past the D. Svensson's back there. She picks it up, recovers, sends it up ahead. Sullivan and one of the Admirals goes over there. Gutshall's there. That puck goes up into the netting. That was tipped. Yep. So we're going to have a face-off here at the dot. They're saying that went up apparently, and they're going to say it's a defensive zone face-off. So we're going to send out Clark. McInhill, Clark, and Thomas, along with Gutshall and Mullet. Jackets won that face-off, so that's a good trend to see. But puck is back behind the net. Admirals have it. Jackets have it. They're going to finally get it up and out, and that was offsides. It's good to see Jackets get a couple offenses or a couple face-off wins. Felt like the Admirals were controlling the face-offs for the first half of this game. So I want to keep that energy going, and we're going to send out Flaherty, Coalhouse, and LaRoche. Puck is down. Jackets win that one. Comes back to Mullet. Mullet goes over to Gutshall. Gutshall's going to chip that up ahead. Can't quite connect with Coalhouse, though. Puck's now loose. Gutshall has it, but can't keep it. Admirals are going to come in. Mullet's now going to send that far side. Puck is loose. Flaherty's going to pick it up behind our net. She's going to try to get that up to Coalhouse, but could not get it there. Admirals have it. Now Mullet's going to pick it up. She's going to come around. She's going to send that up to LaRoche. LaRoche has it. LaRoche is going to send that over to Coalhouse. Coalhouse has got just one goal to beat, but she can't quite get past her with control, so she dumped it. It looks like, yep, Admirals are going to go on the penalty for that trip on Coalhouse. So with 3:30 left in this second period, down 3-2, Jackets are going to go on the power play. Hopefully we got a power play goal in the first game today, so hopefully we can get another one today in this game. So we are going to send out Sullivan, Dar, Roche, Svensson, and Douse. Puck's down. Jackets actually did come away with it. Dar sends it over to Sullivan. Puck is just loose. And that is a save by the Admiral goalie. Sullivan's going to take the face off this time. Admirals win that one. Svensson's back there. She picks it up, sends it over to Douse. Douse is going to get it on the near side here. She's going to send it up to Dar. Dar and her are going to switch. She's centering pass to Sullivan. Sullivan with a quick shot. Went off the Admiral's stick, though. Admirals are just going to send that up and out. And it's not going to be enough for an icing, so Julia's going to have to go back, pick that up. She's going to circle around, go behind her net, set up. She's going to come out with it. She's going to carry. She's going to skate it through the neutral zone. She's going to skate it all the way in. She's now going to drop it to Svensson. Svensson's going to drop now in with it. She's going to try a shot. Saved by the Admirals goalie. So we got 46 seconds left in this power play with 2:43 left to go. Jacket's going to keep the same 5 out. Off the face-off, Jackets win that one. Dow sends it up to Dar. Dar cannot keep it in the zone, just unfortunate. She's got it. She sends it, tries to get it up to Douse, can't get there. Douse does end up picking it up though, so she's going to control it. She's going to send it over to Dar. Dar's going to send it far side to LaRoche. LaRoche tried to get that ahead to Svensson, but couldn't get it through. Now Sullivan picks it up. She's going to try to come in the left side. She drops it down to Douse. Douse steps forward. She leaves it for Dar. Dar's going to send it in deep. Sullivan with a quick shot. Couldn't quite get on net though. Sullivan still has it. She's going to look for her options. She tried to get it. 11 seconds left in the power play. LaRoche has it. She sends centering to Sullivan. Sullivan can't get that through traffic. Dar's going to pinch and keep that on that far side. She's just going to send it back in deep. Svensson's going to look. She's going to lost her stick though. Sullivan with the shot and goal. So great work by the Jackets power play there. That was good work by LaRoche and Sullivan and Svensson there to get that in. Don't know if it was technically a power play goal. It might have ended right then, but either way, the effort off that power play caused that to happen. So we have a tie game 3-3 with 1:52 left to go in the second period. All right. Off that goal, the puck got dropped. Jackets hit it back into their zone. Meyer was dumped into the boards. She's up. So Vogelsing's on the far boards. And puck is still loose on those boards over on that far side. We're trying to get it. Vogelsing sends that up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard's going to skate that out. She's going to try to come down, come to this left side. Use her speed to get around. She tries to make her way to the net. She can't, so she's going to dump it up to McEnhill. Admirals poke that away. McEnhill has it. McEnhill sends that centering pass. He can't get it through. She was trying to hit Horry. Admirals are going to send around. Vogelsing's going to pinch in and keep that in. Puck is loose. McEnhill's now going to just backhand that forward. Admirals are going to come away with it. They're going to come through. They're going to try to get that up ahead. They can't. Vogelsing's got it. She's going to loop around. Admirals now have it on this near board. Meyer was trying to break that up. Puck is sent in deep. Vogelsang has it. She's looking at her options. She's trying to do a long pass. That does not work. And Admirals pick that up. And Shulman with a great save right there. And then she just covered that up to get that face off. With 43 seconds left. All right. Jackets send out Sullivan, Dar, Svensson, and Mullet and Gutshaw. Mullet off the face-off sends that back behind. Admirals end up getting to it though. Sullivan cuts that off. She sends that across to Svensson. Svensson controls. She carries it far in the round down that right far side. She still has it. She's pushed into that corner though. Sullivan then loses it, so the Admirals are going to come out with it. They're going to come down that side. They're trying to send it past the Dar, broke that up. She's going to dump it in deep. Admirals still have it. They're trying to break out. Admirals are going to bring that down. Mary with a great save after that girl made it past the people with some moves. So Admirals go D2D. They bump it out of the zone themselves with 3 seconds left. That should end the period. All right. End of the second period. We are tied up 3-3. Okay, and we are back for the start of the third period. Starting this off, again, like I said, we are tied up 3-3. It's been a close, tight game, so Jackets are going to send out McInhill, Olsgaard, Ori, Douse, and Meyer to start the period. And now we have some refs, so we will go ahead and get this puck dropped. And the puck is down off that face-off. It's mostly just loose here in the middle, but Admirals send that into Douse. Douse has got it. She's going to send it up into the neutral zone up to Ori. McInhill and Ori try to get that in. They get in a little bit deeper. Admirals are going to regroup in their zone. They send it to the neutral zone. Admirals are going to come down this left side, near side. There's some shoving going on, and there's a lot of bodies piled up there. Okay, but it's going to come out. Douse has got it. She's going to skate it to that far side, and she's just going to try to find her own space. She's going to send it up to Ori. Ori kicks it to herself. She dumps that in deep on the goal. So Jackets are going to go for a full 5 change. Admirals are going to try to use that to bring it up with speed. They can't connect, though. So Avery has it. She's going to skate and turn that corner. Puck is still loose. Admirals dump that in. Vogelsing's going to pick that up. She's going to look for the long stretch pass up to Clark. Can't quite connect, but Clark is going to get to it first. She pushes that in deeper. Good pressure. Thomas is going to come away with it. Thomas is going to send that up to Vogelsang. Vogelsang's going to take a shot. That goes off of an Admiral girl. That came out and back in, so that will be an offsides. Admiral girl is shaking her hand after that. That might have stung a little bit. But Jacket's going to have Flaherty, Clark, and Thomas along with Vogelsang and Lekorchek. So puck is down. Flaherty sends that back to Vogelsang. Vogelsang controls. She sends that up over to Thomas. Admirals come away with it though. Puck is still loose. Flaherty has it again. Admirals try to get that up, and they do finally break that out. But they are taken off of it. Lekorchek has it. She gets it poked off her stick. Admirals bring that in. They take a far shot. That went off the corner post. Admirals send it up and out to the neutral zone themselves, so they've got to clear the zone. Admirals still have it. They're coming in. That was off of Colehouse. Vogelsang's not going to take the girl into the corner. McInhill has it. And the Admirals are going to the board, number 18, with that boarding call, I believe, or body checking, one of the two. So Admirals are going to go on the PK with the Jackets going on the power play. So we got power play goal earlier, so let's see if we can get one more. Jackets going to send out that same crew of Svensson, Dar, Sullivan, LaRoche, and Dowse. Off the face-off, Jackets, you have it. Dowse is going to send it up to Dar. Dar's going to cut there to the middle. She sends it over to LaRoche. LaRoche with a shot that just... Puck is loose. That is in. Jackets picked up that recovery, sent it to the centering pass over to Sullivan, and Sullivan put that in. That is the second power play goal today. So, with 12:50 left, Jackets are going to go up 4-3. Jackets going to send out McInhill, Ori. Looks like I think Olsgaard in along with Gutshaw and Mullet. So off that one, Jackets control. Gutshaw has it. She sends that up over to Olsgaard. Olsgaard's going to send it in deep. McInhill's going to be there. She can't get it past though. Olsgaard pips out ahead. It comes down almost to Ori. Ori can't control though. Ori's going to pick it up on the boards. McInhill's there to help. Puck is now pinned against that near side board. Puck is still there. Admirals come away with it. Jackets are trying to break that up. Olsgaard now has it. She can't get it past, so puck pops out. Jackets now get it back in. Ori did a great job getting back on side. Admirals are taking it deep into their own zone. Olsgaard is there for applying pressure. McInhill's got apply pressure. Admirals are going to go try for a long stretch pass across ice. And they were able to leak one extra one in, so they went ice deep side, but Mullet with a great back check. And then also Ori coming back to help out, was able to get that up to the neutral zone, relieve that pressure. Jackets, or the Admiral sent it in deep. Sullivan intercepted that. She's going to take that forward. She's going to send it up to Dar. Dar's trying to split the whole team, it feels like, but that's okay. Sullivan's now going to send that in deeper. Admirals have it. Dar tried to get it off her stick. She couldn't. Admirals are now going to bring it down this left side, coming in on Dowse. They were able to get past. Dar was able to lift that stick, though, and help out. Meyer's going to send it now up to LaRoche. LaRoche is going to chip that ahead, and that's going to come up and out of the zone into the neutral zone. Admirals will pick that up to recover. They're going to go D to D, and now up ahead. Dar was there. She intercepted it. She's now going to control. She's going to go to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to carry that in. Admirals are able to take that off the stick and control, so they're going to send it behind their own net. But LaRoche is there. She breaks that up. She sends it back over to Sullivan. Sullivan tried for a sending pass. Admirals still have it back on this far side, or this near side, I mean. Admirals are controlling. They're going to try to get up on that wing. The wing is going to try to get it past Dar, but they're going to have to dump it back in. Admirals still have it back behind their own net. Sullivan with some pressure. They go D to D. They're now going to go up to the wing, trying to break out, but Sullivan is there. Admirals now have it mid their zone. They're going to try to send that up. That is broken up by Clark. Clark's got it. She's going to take a shot. Saved by the Admirals goalie. That was a good quick shot by Clark. So keep that on net and get out neutral, get that offensive zone face-off. This is great. So we're going to send out Flaherty, Clark, and Thomas along with Vogelsang and Lekorchek. All right, off the face-off, Admirals control. They're going to take it back deep into their zone, but pressure by Thomas broke that up. Admirals still have it, but Jackets are putting a lot of good pressure deep in their zone to try to hold them in. Looks like the Admirals are going to break out. They're going to go for another long stretch pass. They've been doing a couple of these, trying to cheat people in deep. So Lekorchek gets there. She sends it to the far side. Thomas is pitched there, but now it's broken loose. Vogelsang tried to ship that ahead, but Admirals have it. They send it in deep again to this near side corner. Centering pass for them is broken up. Vogelsang now has it. And again, they have pressure. Flaherty's going to come away with it. Flaherty's going to send that up to Thomas. Thomas is tied up. They can't get it out. Madrigal's going to send that in deep. Lekorchek's got it. She's going to send that up over to Clark. Clark's going to get there. She's going to at least get that to the neutral zone. Admirals are taking it. They're going to cycle through the middle. They're going to come down that mid, right down the pipe. Shortman with a great save. Admirals were able to split the D there. Admirals still control though. They're just going to keep going there. They're trying to get a centering pass that was broken up by the Jackets. Olsgaard broke that up. She's now just going to try to get it. She couldn't quite get her foot on it. Lekorchek stayed back on the ice, jumped back on, and kept that play going. So she sends that in deep. Admirals have it in their zone. They go to centering pass. Admirals now are going to come in this left side. Vogelsing's got to pick it up. She's got it. She couldn't quite get that centering pass to go. Ori now tried to get it up and out. Couldn't get that out. Admirals able to keep this in. Mullet with pressure. Admirals are sending it now to that far corner. They still have it. They're looking at their options. Admirals did drop pass for the roll come down. Centering pass connected, but broke that up. Vogelsing's trying to get that up. Jackets can't get it. Admirals picked that up, and cut right to that slot and took a nice shot. Sherman was not able to make the save. All right, we're gonna have Dar, Svensson, and Sullivan out with Meyer and Dowse. Jackets win that face-off. Meyer gets it. She's going to send it over to Dowse. Dowse sends it up. Couldn't connect with Svensson, so Admiral's going to bring it back in their zone. Sullivan poked that off the stick. They're going to tape it in deep. Dar's going to be there. She picks it up. She tried to send that in deep. Centering passes don't connect. Admirals are going to try to get this up and out. Admiral's going to bring it down this left side. Dowse was there with a good stick. But Admirals were able to control that. Now it's here on these near boards. Puck is just bouncing right there in the circles. Puck is loose. Myers picks it up. She takes it behind her net. She's going to send that up to Sullivan. Sullivan chips out ahead to Dar. Dar chips out ahead. Can't quite connects with Svensson. Svensson could have been off to the races if she did. But Admirals are controlling it. Admirals are going to try to send that in. They get that in. Dowse is going to be there. She's going to pick that up behind the net. She's going to control. She brings that up. She's going to now go far side over to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to pick it up. Sullivan's going to send that in deep. We're going to go for a change. LaRoche is coming in on the forecheck. LaRoche with a good forecheck is able to hold that up. So she's now got support from Flaherty. And now Kohlhaas is going to go back into the corner to try to get it. Admirals have it. They're going to come to this near side. Mullet's going to step down in. She's going to go send that deep down into LaRoche. LaRoche couldn't connect on a centering pass. It was broken up. But Admirals have it back behind the net. Jackets are using good pressure to keep this in. Kohlhaas is now down in the corner with it. Flaherty just chips that ahead back behind the Admirals' goal. Admirals are going to come away with it. They couldn't get that. They tried to get a pass up between Mullet and Kohlhaas. They were able to chip that back in deep. Admirals still are trying to get it out. They're going D to D behind their own net, but they try to get their centering pass. Admirals have it now. They're going to come into the neutral zone. Admirals are going to come out. Shorman with a great save. Kohlhaas has it. She's going to now just send that up deep. Got held up. Admirals have it. Kohlhaas with the quick stick though poked it off of the Admirals player. Vogelsing with a good step forward to keep that puck in deep. Jack's going to finish that line change. Admirals still have it though. McInhill sends it up. Olsgaard's not going to come with it. Olsgaard's going to look, try to get it to the front. She can't. She drops it back. Lekorchek's going to have to step down in. She does. She steps in. She gets it deeper into the zone back behind the net. But Admirals are going to send that up. Broken up again by the Jackets. Olsgaard now pins her girl against the boards. Admirals are going to come up with it. They can't get it up and out. Vogelsing keeps that in. Ori now tries to keep that in. She sends it in again. Admirals get out. They come out with it. Lekorchek just hits that into the far boards away from the pressure, but Admirals come away with it. They're going to cut to the front. Dar with a good stick. Luis is going to come and go get it. She's going to send that up to Ori. Admirals are going to come away with it. They're going to send it to the slot up there. That puck is loose. Ori picks that up. She's going to send that over to Olsgaard. Olsgaard's just going to chip that ahead and use all the snow on that board to let that die. So Dar's going to go get it. Jackets are going to get their change. Sullivan's coming in hard. They connect. Great shot. Good save by the Admirals goal on Sullivan. Dar hit her on a streaking in off the bench and couldn't quite get that to go. So we got 5:13 left in the tie game in the third period. So Jackets are going to send out Dar, Sullivan, Svensson, Dowse, and Meyer. Puck is down. Puck is loose. Admirals pop that out. They're going to come down 2-on-1. Dallas is going to have to try to do her best. Dallas did a great job reading that and breaking that up. Puck is loose. Svensson's going to get it here on the near side. She's going to try to get it up and out. Admirals keep that in, but they're going to actually bounce off a body over to the neutral zone. Admirals are regrouping with it. They try to get it forward. Sullivan breaks that up. Now it comes over to Meyer. Meyer can't hold on to it. Admirals are going to come through, lose the puck in the snow. Myers now still can't get that forward. Myers got it. She's going to get that up to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to come forward. She's going to hit Svensson in stride. Svensson's going to come in. Svensson with the shot. Good save by the Admirals goalie again, though. Svensson was there. Sullivan has it. She tries to get it, sends it in deep to Svensson. Svensson up to Flaherty. Flaherty can't get it in. Admirals are going to come out with it. Mullet's going to try to get back. She sends in a hard shot on to Shortman. Shortman picks that up. Gutshaw has it. She's going to send a hard one up, but she can't get that connect on a pass. Admirals now have it here in the neutral zone. Admirals hold it up on the line. She went for a deep shot. But Admirals can, but Shortman was able to glove that. And we're going to have 3:52 left. We've got a defensive zone face-off. Oh, we unfortunately do have an injured Admirals player who is skating off the ice, and I hope she is okay. Okay. Puck drops. That comes away to the Jackets. Kohlhaas carries that up. Kohlhaas says she's going to try to just dump it in. Admirals get there. They're sending that up the boards. Flaherty's able to keep that in for a moment, but Admirals are going to come away with it. They're going to come down that right side. Vogelsang now has it back behind the net. She sends that up to LaRoche. Can't quite get it out. Vogelsang's got it again. She sends it up again. This time it hits LaRoche, but puck is just bouncing in the air. Puck hit the ceiling on that, I believe, so that will be a face-off now. 3:18 left to go. Jackets are going to send out Kohlhaas, Flaherty, LaRoche, Meyer, and Douse. Puck is down. Admirals come away with it. They're going to skate that in on that far side. Jackets are pressure. Kohlhaas is there. She's going to try to chip it up and out of the boards. She can't, but Admirals have cleared the zone themselves. So they went D to D. They're going to now try to come down through the middle. They go pass, and they are not able to connect. Meyer gets that forward, but still can't get it up and out. Forward again. Kohlhaas still can't get it out. Admirals kept that in. Puck is bouncing, and Admirals are going to control it. They're going to bring it out and control it. They're going to dump it deep to their own D. They're going to come up this near side. That's broken up by McInhill. McInhill's got it. She's going to now send that in deep with Clark going in on the pressure. Admirals try to come up this left near side. They are now sending it up high. Thomas is there. Thomas holds it. She sends that forward. She kicks it to McInhill, but Admirals are going to hold on to it. Admirals are going to go far side with it now. Still controlling it. They're going to try to long pass. That is broken up there by McInhill, though. McInhill's going to dump that into their zone. That is a too many men penalty. Yep. The refs did catch it. Should have played it while there was 6 on the board, 6 on the ice. So with 2:15 left, the Jackets will get another power play. This will be our, I think, our 3rd or 4th today. We have scored on 2 of them, so let's try to get one more and close this one out. Jackets are going to send out Svensson, Sullivan, LaRoche, Douse, and Dar. That's the same 5 that have been out there for the other 2 goals. So let's see if they can get one more. Jackets win off the faceoff. Dar has it. She's got it up top. She sends it over near side to LaRoche. LaRoche back up to Dar. Dar sends it over down to Douse on the far side. Douse with a shot. Can't get that to go. Puck is going to come up and clear the zone, so Dar's going to control. She's going to send it over to Douse. Dar has it. Douse lost her stick, unfortunately, so Sullivan now is going to pick it up, but it's lost in the snow. Sullivan has it. She's going to carry it forward. She's going to carry it in. She's taken off the puck. Admirals have it. They're going to cut close. They're going to carry that up and out. She's going to get past. Showman with a great save. Those could not keep their skates right now all of a sudden, so Admirals are going to come back through. Showman with the cover. 30 seconds left in that penalty. We're in the power play for the Jackets, where we're going to have a defensive zone faceoff. So Jackets going to switch up their line. They're going to send out Flaherty, Kohlhaas, Ori, Vogelsang, and Meyer. So puck is down. Jackets do control. They're going to drop it back. Myers has it. Myers going to turn. She's going to try to come the other way. That is almost intercepted by the Admirals, but the Admirals are going to pick it up in the neutral zone and keep control. They send it in deep. Vogelsang gets it up to Meyer. Meyer's going to send it over to Kohlhaas. She's now going to come down the right side. She brings it in. Flaherty. Vogelsang's got it. She's going to take a deep shot. They glove. A minute left. 7 seconds left in the power play. Jackets are going to switch it up again. Jackets are going to send out Dar, Svensson, Sullivan, Douse, and Leporchuk to close out the last 7 seconds and then 50 seconds there. Admirals win that face-off. Jackets come away with it. Jackets need to keep an eye on the person deep. Admirals dump that in deep. They're going to pick it up deep in the corner, though. They send centering pass that luckily no one was there. Now Svensson's going to come away with it. She's going to come out. She's going to send it up to Dar. Dar's going to try to use speed to go around. She cuts to the middle. Has the puck taken off her skate. Svensson's going to send it up to Douse. Douse is going to send that in, and she does miss. Admirals have it on the far side. They've got one deep that they're going to try to get a stretch pass out to. Shortman with a great save on a girl that was left all alone. All right, we got 6 seconds left. Jack's going to try to hold on. Douse has it. She's got it deep in the corner. She cuts it back. And we're going to go to overtime. And we're off. I'm just going to let this stuff happen and tell you the result. Admirals put in their first one. Jackets send out Dar. That is in from Dar. That was a nice little move she put on there. Okay, Admirals are up. Sherman with the save. All right, we're going to send out Svensson to take the second shot. Bird puts it away. All right. Admirals are up. Admirals make that one. Jackets are going to send out Sullivan to take the third shot. All right. Did not go in, so I believe we're going to go to extra shooters. All right, here go the Admirals. That is a save by Shorman. Natalie Meyer's going to go out for the Jackets. All right, here we go. And she puts that in. That is game. So Jackets win in the shootout. Good way to end the day on this one, and we will. We will play again tomorrow morning at, I believe, 11:35 Central or 12:35 for all of you watching Eastern. So we'll see you guys all tomorrow.